bangles, crystal bangles. There is a different color of bangles like yellow, red, green, orange, pink, purple, multicolor bangles like a rainbow. If you want to buy bangles for your mother and sister, if you then come with me and buy bangles. That's me. Let's go and study a new poem, that is Bangle Seller. Hello students. Welcome to the English lesson. In this session, I am going to tell you something about a great Indian poet and one of her most beautiful poem. Do you recollect the name of some of the Indian poets who have written well in English? Of course. First of all, you will take the name of Shrimati Sarojini Naidu, or known as Bulbul-e-Hind in Telugu. She is also known as Bharat Kokila. Now let's look at another Indian poet. Can you guess his name? Look at this photograph. Do you know what his name is? Yes, he is Kabir Das. He was very spiritual person and a great sadhu. Okay students, I am going to talk about a poem written by Shrimati Sarojini Naidu. This poem is prescribed for you. Please look into your English reader and tell me the name of the poem. Yes, the poem is Bangle Seller. Is it? And the central idea of the poem is some bangle sellers go to the temple fair to sell their bangles. They shout their trade cry by glorifying those bangles and describing their color and suitability for girls and women of various ages. The main idea is to present the stages of woman life and the culture traditions of typical Indian society at the poet's time. The bangles are compared with natural objects to symbolize the feeling and emotion attached with the Indian women and the role played by the bangles. Now, please listen to complete poem. Bangle sellers are we who wear our shining clothes to the temple fair. Who will buy this delicate bright rainbow tinted circle of light, stress token of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. Some are fields of sunlit cart, meet for a bride on her bridal morn. Some like the flame of her marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire, tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. Some are met for a maiden wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Some are flushed like the birds that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limped glory of newborn leaves. Some are purple and gold flecked grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway, whose hand have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradled fair son on her beautiful breast, and serve her household in fruitful pride, and worship the gods at her husband's side. Have you listened the complete poem? Haven't you? It is a beautiful poem, isn't it? Bangle sellers are we who wear. See the arrangement of words. Normally in a sentence we use we are the bangle seller who wear. Who do you think is the narrator in this poem? Is it the poet or the bangle seller themselves? Yes. And the answer is bangle seller. They say that they are on their way to a temple fair to sell their shining lords. There I think most of you have seen a temple fair. Haven't you? Now look at this picture. This picture gives you an idea of the temple fair. Now look at the third and fourth line of the stanza. Who will buy this delicate bright rainbow tinted circle of light? These lines suggest that the bangle seller have already reached the fair and begun to sell their bangles. What do they say about their bangles? They say that the bangles are the rainbow tinted circle of light. See how beautifully the poet describes the bangle. The poet uses the words rainbow to describe the bangles. Do you know why she does so? Now look at this picture. The rainbow is very beautiful and has several colors in it. Doesn't it? Okay students, now I would like to ask you a question. Look at the last two lines of the stanza and answer the question. Mysterious token of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. The bright bangles are the sign or token of something. What is it? I think you have got the answer by now. The bright bangles are the sign or token of joy or happiness. Here radiant lives mean happy life. In our society, we considered wearing of bangles to be very auspicious. This to say girls and women wear bangle on very happy occasion in our country. Okay, that's all about the first stanza. Now let's see what the second stanza says. Of course, the second stanza describes the bangles suitable for young unmarried women. These bangles comes mainly in three shades, that is whitish blue, red and light green. But see how beautiful expression the poet uses to describe the bangles. Are met for a maiden raised silver and blue as the mountain mist. Some are flushed like the birds that dream on the tangled brow of a woodland stream. Here the picture shows that young woman has many dreams about her future life, and then some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the lymph glory of newborn leaves. What does the word some refers to here? It's referred to the bangle, of course. That means some of the bangles are like tender fresh leaves that appear in spring season. The word bloom means freshness. Okay students, now look at the third stanza of the poem. This stanza describes the bangle suitable for a bride. The poet describes this color as the field of sunlit corn. What a beautiful comparison. Look at this picture and see the color of the cornfield shining brightly in the sunlight. Some like the flame of her marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire. Marriage fire is a part of Indian culture. The poet compares the color of the bangles to the sacred flame of a marriage fire. These colors are bright and beautiful to satisfy the desire of the bride's heart. Bride wear red bangles in her marriage. Also in this stanza, poem creates certain sights and sounds related to the bangles and the emotions of the bride. See these lines. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. Here, tender refers to the desire to be treated well, and the word luminous refers to bright future. This expression suggests that the bride is happy and sad at the same moment. Do you know why the bride is happy? Because of her new life, and the bride is sad because she is leaving her parents, brother and sisters. Right, now look at the last stanza of the poem. This stanza describes the bangles that are suitable for mother's hand. It also describes the different roles that a mother played for the sake of her family. The poet says that purple and gold flecked and the grey color are suitable for the bangles on a mother's wrist. All of you know well how a mother works for the welfare of her family. Please now look at these lines. Whose hand have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradled fair sons on her beautiful breast. That's mean a mother loves her children and cares for them all the time. And then look at the last two lines of the poem. And serves her household in a fruitful pride and worship the gods at her husband's side. This means that the mother actions are very productive and give good result. She is very proud of this and that she prays to the gods for the welfare of the family along with her husband. After getting the explanation of the poem, now we will move towards its textual exercise. And the first question is, who is the narrator of the poem and what do they carry? The bangle seller narrates the poem and they carry bangles of different color to the fair. Question number 2 is, what do the bangles symbolize? The bangles symbolize happy daughters and happy wives. How are the colors of the bangle signify various stages of a woman? And the answer to this question is, blue and silver bangles signify maidenhood while red and yellow bangles relate to the married state of the woman. On the other hand, purple and gold flecked grey to show the stage of a woman at her middle age, when she has fulfilled her duties of a mother and wife and she sits beside her husband for prayers. Question number 4. Explain the phrases bridal laughter and bridal tear. And the answer to this question is, bridal tear indicates the sorrow of the bride for leaving her parents' life, and bridal laughter symbolizes her happiness and joy at the beginning of this new phase of life. Give example of smiley, metaphor and alliteration from the poem. Dear student, comparing two similar things using as and like is termed as a smiley. For example, silver and blue as the mountain mist, some are flushed like the birds that dream. And the different smiley used in the poem are, some are like fields of sunlit corn, some are flushed like the birds that dream, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Comparing two different things sharing a point of similarity is termed as a metaphor. They are indirect similes. And the metaphor used in the poem is these delicate, bright rainbow tinted circle of light. Alliteration. Repetition of consonant sound at the beginning of a word. And the alliteration used in the poem is mountain mist whose hand have. Now it's time for language work. Read the poem once again and fill in the blank as in the poem. Number 1. Bangles are said to be dash circle of light. Bangles are said to be rainbow tinted circle of light. Second one is, some are like field of dash. Some are like field of sunlit corn. Third one is, some bangles are purple and gold dash. Some bangles are purple and gold flecked grey. And the last one is, people buy these bangle from a dash. People buy this bangle from a bangle seller. Student, do you agree that the poet Shrimati Sarojini Naidu has successfully linked the bangles of different color with the three different stages of a woman life? The three stages are maiden, the bridal stage and the motherhood. I hope you do agree. I also hope that you enjoy watching this program. See you next time. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.